So this is more
So,
of a
yeah.
jet fuel hoax show.
Yeah, jet fuel hoax. Yeah.
That's good. That makes me happy. I was looking at one of those silly memes on Facebook last week. Got the picture of the airplane, got the picture of the fuel tanker. It's like, yeah, well, you hold like 16 of these fuel tankers on each wing. And when you look at the picture, it looks fucking ridiculous. Like, there's no way. But then I got to looking at the picture again. I thought, well, they're not going to put the tires, right? They're not putting tires in the fucking wing, so we can just cut off all the tires off those tankers. And it's not like they max out the capacity on all those fuel tankers, right? They don't just fill her to the top and run. So it's not like you could put the whole tanker in there. So once you start figuring out maybe half, 3/4 full on those tankers, and I mean, fuck, I don't know. Those wings are pretty fucking big. Could it be possible? Absolutely. I think it's one thing to say, if you look at the size of these tankers and how do you fit these tankers worth of fuel into these wings? But you're looking at the whole tanker, the wheels, the trailer, the everything. If you take into account how much that actually holds, and like what, I don't remember what the numbers were, but I could absolutely see it happening. And I can't imagine they're running around trying to pretend to do this shit just in an attempt to perpetuate a jet fuel hoax. So it makes a lot more sense that they are filling up. They're using it at least for startup, for some things. I mean, I don't know. But I'm glad to see somebody taking a real common sense approach to it and not just saying, oh, yeah, that makes sense to me. That must be true. It's true because it makes sense to me that there are people that are willing to go that extra step and put forth a little bit of effort.
I can't wait because, like I said, the one thing that really intrigued me, and I'll bring this up again later tonight, is when I watched the lady testing the plane tanks with air pressure, which is not how you test liquid capacity. It's just not. I did it for 7 or 8 years. Anyway, we'll talk about that this evening. I don't want to get off on that right now. Shout out
Ted Summer on tonight.
Summer on tonight.
What about Ted too is he's looking at this with a critical eye. Now we've all heard things, and we get excited. No trees on flat Earth. The Titans. There's all these different things, these possibilities. But no jet fuel. All these different things. But people don't do the research. That's what I love about Mike, Stellium 7. He didn't say, oh, that mountain just looks like an elephant.
Uh-huh.
It's an elephant.
Yep.
No. He put boots on the ground. Went to the mountain, went up in the mountain, went and looked around and gathered data, collected data, and then made a decision about it. And that's what I like about Ted. He looked at this jet fuel hoax thing, and he knows people in the industry, stuff like that. And he's like, hey, they are putting fuel on these planes, people. It's happening, and he points out, we've talked about it before, but I haven't seen his, presentation as of late. But yeah, he brings up some really good, strong facts and arguments and data, stuff like that. To where there's other people that just go and say things and go off down these long rabbit holes, but there's no meat and potatoes to any of it. It's just looking at a picture and making a claim. And that's the one thing I love about, Ted is he actually went deep into this. Like Mike went deep into the elephant. You have to live it to know. You can't just see something and say it and then it's real. Yeah, and Tommy's another guy who
told
a long time ago about the jet fuel hoax because he, he's been there. He's seen it with his own eyes. the trucks and stuff. I mean, he knows what's going on in there. And these are the type of people you have to talk to, the people who have boots on the ground that are there, that see it, that actually, work in that industry. Just like there's so many people that are like the media of today. Well, on Twitter, someone said that supposedly this happened. That's not research. That's not, doing your due diligence. Go talk to the people that Twitter said this. You don't listen to third hand. Go get it from the horse's mouth.
What is that?
Yeah, if I don't know, that's short notice. If you're free tonight, Tommy, I'm sure Ted would love to have you jump on and help him out with this, because I know you guys have talked about it. And
Yeah, that would be epic, Tommy. If you're around this evening, I know, dude, you're a busy guy. My God, between what you do and what you have to do, you're always going, friend.
yeah, we could do it on an AM show if that'd be more.
It's easier, yeah. But yeah, if you're around this evening, I mean, even if it's an hour later, 2 hours later, we'll probably be going for a while. So if you get home or get in or whatever the case is, definitely hop in, hit us up.
So yeah, you got to look at everything with open eyes. It's great, to have an open mind. But then once you look at something,
What?
What's up, Mike?
What? What's up, Mike? Uh-oh. We hear your phone, Mike. We're not hearing you. What you're apparently hearing is our good buddy Mike Stellium 7 going live with his phone.
Coach,
There he is. Pop up, but I didn't know what it was because
Hey,
I was in another. Hey, there he is.
can you hear us?
Yeah. We apparently it takes a while for the sound to get through the elephant bone head area into the eye socket. I'm assuming that's where he's at. I don't know.
That's why that little quarter moon piece on the side is missing. If it were there still, then you'd be able to hear us really well.
There he
There he
is.
is.
We hear you now.
Ah, miraculous.
How are you,
Made it
friend?
work. Hi there. You told me I had a permanent invitation, so I thought I'd come in on the link. You guys were talking about the jet
Absolutely.
fuel thing, and I have a couple of things I wanted to just contribute to that conversation.
Absolutely, sir. Now, I will give you a heads up. You only have maybe 2 minutes, 3
Okay.
minutes.
I'll be quick. So the first thing is I have a patient who's a pilot who flies the biggest of the Boeings for, I think it was the number 2 airline in the world. And I sent him lots of information about the jet fuel hoax. And he just wasn't having that. And he started talking about fuel consumption and the amount and the size of the wings and whatnot. He was very open to a lot of things, but he just like that one didn't make any sense. And then I talked to him about the idea of this kind of vortex technology that maybe once they're up at cruising speeds, that there's a compression of air that's happening. And it's actually they're not burning fuel the most of the time. They're just using the fuel to take off and land, and maybe if they need to speed up when they're in the air or something like that. But he wasn't having it. And then in the Discord, there's another guy that he's a high-level engineer. He was doing CAD/CAM work where he was examining the size of the specifications of the wings and actually how much they contain. And he basically broke it all down with CAD and mathematics and showed that it was a perfect match from what they were saying to what was actually being consumed and how much the wings could actually contain. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. So I haven't seen this thing that Karen B did, and I guess you guys are going to talk about it in another stream soon.
Yeah, later this evening on our Have No Spear, the afternoon show, which I guess for you would be late at night, right? If I remember right.
That's like
about 11 hours from
start
right now.
time.
Yeah,
Brutal.
that's right. But yeah, definitely it's going to be interesting. And we've all seen a lot of stuff, and not just on videos, but some of us have seen some crazy shit in real life with airplanes. And I understand visual things can make things appear to be not moving and all of that, but yeah, seen some crazy shit. But again, if you can hang around and see us, I can't even talk. Try to come hang out if you can. How about that?
Sounds fun. Well, if I'm up and about, I will maybe jump in and say hi, but otherwise I'll listen to you guys.
Well, I'm so
Well, it was
glad
a
you hopped
blast
on.
having you over there, watching you hanging out over there with Campbell on autodidactic the other day. That was awesome, friend.
Yeah, that was great. I have you guys to thank for that, setting up that conversation we all had together. That was a lot of fun, and Campbell's
And it was a
a great
blast
guy
watching
and
you go
fun to talk
live
to.
from the eye there, literally, as we were leaving and you were coming on. That was awesome to hand it off to you in the eye of the storm, literally. So, but we're literally about to hit our music and get out of here. So thank you, everybody. Please be over there this afternoon. Check out Ted with us, and hopefully Tommy. Love you guys. Thank y'all.
Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
Bye, everybody.
Hopefully, we'll see you right back here this evening for Have No Sphere. Special guest, Ted Summer. It's going to be a great conversation. I'm really looking forward to it. Big thanks to Stellium 7 Mike. Really appreciate you hopping in on here. That's exactly why you have that link, just for that reason. You guys have a great weekend. Be good, be well. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.